Some stories don't end with a conclusion, they end with silence. Every case you're about to hear was reported by someone who claimed to witness something they couldn't explain. Each person gave a statement. Each story sounded disturbingly ordinary, and then, without warning, they disappeared. No proof, no final answers, just questions people still argue about. 5 witnesses who vanished after telling their story. 1. The woman who saw the wrong sunrise. At 5:42 a.m., a woman in her early 30s called her sister from a bus stop outside a quiet suburban neighborhood. Her voice sounded shaken but not panicked. She said the sun had risen in the west. Not metaphorically, not it felt wrong. She described streetlights shutting off one by one as the sky brightened behind the houses on the wrong horizon. She laughed nervously and said maybe she hadn't slept enough. Her sister told her to come home. She never did. Her phone was later found on the bench at the bus stop. No damage. Battery still half full. No outgoing calls after that moment. Some believe it was stress-induced confusion. Others point out something harder to explain. Every weather report from that morning confirms clear skies, but no one can agree on which direction the sun came up that day. 2. The security guard who watched the building empty itself. A night security guard working in a mid-rise office building submitted a written incident report after his shift. According to him, at exactly 2:17 a.m., the motion sensors on floors 3 through 7 activated simultaneously. He checked the monitors. Office chairs slid backward. Doors opened and closed. Lights switched on, then off. No people appeared on camera. He radioed his supervisor and joked that the building was clocking out. At 2:26 a.m., every sensor went dark at once. The guard finished his shift in silence. He turned in his report at 8:05 a.m. By noon, he was unreachable. His apartment was found unlocked, uniform neatly folded on the bed. No sign of struggle and no resignation letter. The incident report still exists, but no one can explain why the timestamps no longer match the building's system logs. 3. The teenager who recorded the same car passing 5 times. A 17-year-old posted a shaky video online showing a quiet rural road at dusk. In the clip, the same dark sedan passes from left to right, 5 times in under 3 minutes. Same speed, same headlights, same damaged rear bumper. Each time the teen narrates in growing confusion, pointing out that the car never turns around. There are no intersecting roads. At the end of the video, the camera jolts. The teen whispers, "It stopped." The video cuts off. Police later confirmed the road exists, but traffic cameras show no vehicles passing during that time frame. The teenager's phone was recovered near the roadside, recording still active, battery dead. The teen was never found. Commenters still argue whether the video was staged. What no one explains is why the ambient sound in the footage loops slightly out of sync, like the audio itself is repeating. 4. The nurse who noticed the same patient twice. A night shift nurse submitted a confidential note to hospital administration. She claimed a patient was admitted at 11:14 p.m. A man in his late 30s, unconscious, unidentified. At 3:09 a.m., she swore the same man was wheeled into the ER again. Same injuries, same clothing, same hospital wristband number. She confronted the intake nurse. The system showed only one admission. When she returned to the room, the bed was empty. Security footage from the hallway shows the nurse entering the room. then stepping back out abruptly, staring inside for several seconds. The footage ends there. The nurse never came back to work. Her car was found in the hospital parking lot. Administration later stated the note was a draft and denied any such incident occurred. But hospital staff still whisper about room 314, which no longer appears on any floor plan. 5. The man who realized his reflection was late. A man in his 40s contacted a local radio station during a late-night call-in segment. He sounded calm, almost amused. He said that when he brushed his teeth that evening, his reflection smiled after he did. Just a fraction of a second late. He tested it, blinking, tilting his head, raising his hand. Each time the reflection followed, delayed. The host joked about bad lighting. The man went quiet, then said, "It's catching up now." The call dropped. Producers attempted to call back. No answer. Records show the man checked out of his motel room earlier that night. The room was found empty, mirror intact, no signs of disturbance. Housekeeping later reported something strange. The bathroom mirror was warm to the touch. None of these accounts claim proof of anything paranormal. They rely on human memory, stress, perception, and coincidence. Skeptics say every case can be explained. Sleep deprivation, equipment errors, mental health episodes, hoaxes. Others argue something else entirely, that these people noticed small breaks in reality and were gone before they could notice more. So here's the question people can't agree on. Did they disappear because they spoke up? Or because they stayed long enough to notice something they weren't meant to?